federal law allows for weather modification experiments involving the use of human subjects for the testing of chemical and biological agents and open air testing of chemical and biological agents. How outrageous is that? There's no consent. There's no consent when you can't escape, when you can't sequester yourself from it. Let me read this again. U.S. federal law allows for weather modification experiments for the testing, open air testing of chemical and biological agents. Didn't they tell us that we were tinfoil hat conspiracy theorists? That we were imagining chemtrails, that they were really moisture in the air? And then I've had people argue with me in the last 24 hours on my social media saying, oh, they're contrails. Oh, you're just pushing, you're a grifter. You're pushing, that narrative. I'm showing you federal law, you numbnuts. I'm showing you the federal law. Good Lord. Telling you. And, by the way, here's another good one. In another post, because I think this is important for you to see, the U.S. government has given itself permission, along with the approval of Congress, the 535 cockroaches up on Capitol Hill, to poison you with biological agents. And the U.S. code goes on to specify what is a biological agent. It's any microorganism, including bacteria, viruses, fungi, rickettsia, or protozoa, pathogens, or infectious substance, any infectious substance, like the ones they make in the lab, and any naturally occurring bioengineered or synthesized component of any microorganism that is capable of causing death, disease, and other biological malfunction. It's not a conspiracy theory. They've got themselves covered, and they've given themselves the permission to experiment on us like we're ants, insects on the ground.
And I want you to look up right now. Look up in your skies right now. Do you know what I don't see? Is any fucking chemtrails. There are rumors out there that even the chemtrails were being funded by USAID. I want to know from anybody out there, does anybody see any shit in their sky? Because I have not seen a clear sky in years. There is not one. Nowhere to the horizon line are there even a single fucking chemtrail. Did we really just cut the head off the fucking snake?
On clear days, you can often see long white lines being traced high in the sky. They are contrails of jet aircraft, actually long, slender clouds. Weathermen are finding them especially fascinating because a theory is being developed that those long white lines may be changing our weather for the better. Details from Roger O'Neill.
The exhaust from jet engines, usually seen as long, thin trails of white clouds behind high-flying jet airplanes, may be a big reason why there are 30 fewer days of sunshine a year in the Midwest now than there were in 1900. The daily range between high and low temperatures has also narrowed. Weather researchers studying cloud cover in 10 Midwestern states found a sharp increase in cloudiness with the increase in commercial jet travel. Particularly in the main east-west jet corridor, there were even more clouds. A jet produces a contrail, or cloud, because its exhaust consists primarily of water vapor.
In the absence of natural clouds, given the correct atmospheric conditions, jet aircraft in high frequency can almost completely cover the atmosphere, visible atmosphere, with clouds.
Simonin says unlike most changes in the atmosphere caused by man, this one is beneficial. Clouds help farmers in the Midwest by blocking the sun. Temperature extremes can damage plants and speed up the evaporation of soil moisture. In the winter, city people benefit because clouds act as a blanket, preventing warm air from escaping into the atmosphere.
No one is trying to make clouds now using jet engines, but this study suggests that jet travel is inadvertently making our days more cloudy. And someday, weather researchers may be able to use jets on purpose to change our weather. Roger O'Neill, NBC News, Champaign, Illinois.
gaslighting there was just absolutely unbelievable, by the way. Nobody's trying to do this, but, you know, maybe in the future this could potentially be something that, I don't know, it could be advantageous for those of you that are, you know, like allergic to the sun and whatnot. I mean, they admitted it on live TV, and now they can't put the genie back in the bottle, no matter how badly they try to do it. And making sure that they can't put the genie back is a group of people led by Kat Saari의. Kat and her friends have launched this major journalistic investigation into the chemtrails that you see every time you look overhead in perfect crisscross patterns, as well as into the planes and the pilots and the companies that are behind all of them. They've even performed testing that shows exactly what's inside these chemtrails. These aren't contrails. This isn't water vapor. This is being done all over the place. Anybody with any shred, any iota of critical and independent, obvious thinking skills can look outside and they can see these things. But Kat and her people have been working around the clock to track this stuff. She has been sharing her progress with her followers online. And recently she confirmed that some of these people, and the video has gone quite viral, as you might expect, these pilots, they try to plead ignorance. They try to act like, yeah, we're not doing anything wrong. It's like they're being heckled by some crazy person. But deep down, they know exactly what's going on. They know that the American public is waking up and their little mass poisoning scheme has been exposed, and it will continue to be exposed, and they're freaking out about it. They're really freaking out. As a matter of fact, watch this.
Hi. Yes. Great. Thank you. Good to see you. I'm here. You're Tim, right?
No.
Oh, no.
No. I don't know a Tim.
Jody?
No, don't know. Well, I know a Jody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jody Fisher?
No, yeah, I know Jody Fisher.
You do? Okay, good.
Yeah.
And then who are you?
I'm one of the other captains.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So come on outside. Or not. Or just whatever. Are you free now?
No, I gotta reflare.
Okay, so
stuff, but
I have paperwork for you that I want to give to you. So
Okay.
hang tight. I'll go get it. But then, we've been trying to reach Jody and you for a long time.
okay.
And we are tired of you dumping heavy metals all over our county.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not the one to talk to about that.
No, but you are. But you're the one that's doing it. So I've been taking rain samples. I have over 20 samples. And every time you fly, we get high amounts of aluminum, barium, strontium, titanium, magnesium. So I want to know, are you aware of what you're doing? I know you think it's like to increase water supply for Turlock and Modesto, but it's not really happening.
Yeah, you can talk to them
I've tried.
about that.
I've called them, and they're not calling me back. So we're now getting really involved, and now we're going to bring something legal against your company.
Okay, well, you can talk to them about that for
I know,
sure.
but I want you to know, though, like, we are real people underneath what you're doing. You spray right over our houses. We hear you. We know you. We see you. We're watching your planes and your patterns, okay?
Yeah,
It's twice
I get
today
that.
now. You did 2 flights. 2
Yeah,
3-hour flights.
it's public knowledge, yeah.
It's not really, though. That's the problem. So you have not properly notified our board of supervisors about this. Hi, are you the other pilot? Yes. Hi, what's your name?
Khaled.
Khaled?
Yes, yeah,
Okay, hi.
it's not we have people at home base that you can talk to about that stuff.
But they've not called back. So now we're getting to the point where we're getting our supervisors involved. So the supervisors of our county needs to be notified. They've not been notified. You've been doing this for 30 years. I know it's a long time. You guys are like, it's cool, it's easy. We're talking about all of the metals and the flares that you're using. So aluminum and zinc propel the silver iodide. You're spraying right over us all the time. And our plant life is suffering. They are now selling aluminum genetically modified seeds to grow food because our soil is so contaminated. Okay, so what you're spraying is not good for the environment. And it's not good for the people because there's an early onset dementia, there's Alzheimer's, things are starting to happen to people's health. And I really do believe there's a linkage to what we're breathing in the environment every day. And you guys spray us in November through April. It's your yearly contract. I'm aware of that too. So I just wanted to meet the pilots and say, you know, where's Jody? I've called Jody, I've talked to, I think Leslie was the other one? Leslie Fisher? No, it's another Fisher.
Yeah,
Lisa?
probably his wife.
Okay,
but-
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's their responsibility. That's not our responsibility.
I understand, yeah. But the money that you're receiving to do this is coming from, is it taxpayers that are paying for this?
That's not my department.
I want you to be aware. Do you have family?
Yeah, I have family.
I have family too. I have children. So we're outside and we hear your plane over us all the time. And I've been tracking this for a long time. And we have tried to get the supervisors involved and they're clueless. They were not informed. According to the California codes and law, they should have notified our supervisors because you're doing this to benefit TID. Okay? But it's not. It's happening over, well, it might be, but it's happening over our area. Okay? Sonora, Groveland, Coulterville. You're doing your little figure eight loops. My 20 rain samples will show you that on the days that you're spraying or releasing your flares, we have copious amounts of aluminum, magnesium, There's been some barium, strontium, but titanium's weird. Is titanium also in your flares? Okay, that's unique for me. So I want you to know that there are health impacts and impacts to soil and the plant life, all of those things. And when you do this, my whole community is watching. We don't know what to do.
I understand your opinion.
It's not an opinion. So I will show you my samples.
I don't want to see your samples.
Why is that?
You can take those to
But
my
you're
farm.
flying the plane. But then how
I don't want to see your samples. Was this being done with taxpayer money? Well, that's not in my wheelhouse, as Rob Smith would say. I don't know anything about that. You see, what Kat's doing here, this kind of needs to happen all over the country, in every town, in every city, in every county, in every state where these monsters are flying around, poisoning people, poisoning our soil, turning our earth into some kind of dystopian nightmare where even blades of grass become toxic.